Hello and welcome to today's video. So today's video, as you will have seen from the title, is a full day of eating. So to frame this full day of eating, it's going to be a lot of me eating food. So my current calories are around 3,100 calories. And a disclaimer within that, I do not track green vegetables in that calorie goal because no one can be arsed tracking veggies. And realistically, if you have to track veggies, what is the point of life? So 3,100 calories. I'll talk you through each meal, why I eat it, but first I'm going to get on with some work. I've got my friend here. This is Bruce. Bruce used to teach with me on placement. What was that? They should subscribe. Yeah, I thought they shouldn't. Oh yeah, they should like the video as well. Decent. See you later, Bruce. See you at first meal.
Hate. Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
Might trick me once, won't let you trick me twice, no. Might trick me once, I won't let you trick me twice. Might trick me once, I won't let you trick me twice, no. Might trick me once, I won't let you trick me twice. No, I won't let you trick me twice.
So that is meal one, just made. So that came in at, let me check, 690 calories. So what was in that meal, as you will have seen, was 110 grams of oats, 100 grams of frozen raspberries, 30 grams of whey, and that's it really. That's my pre-workout meal. I like to keep it the same, and as you'll see, my post-workout meal is pretty much the same as well, because I like it. So I will be putting the sweet cinnamon, it's not going to focus, so the sweet cinnamon on there, and enjoying this, and then I'll head to the gym. Not a busy day of work today, because obviously you're winding down for Christmas, but hopefully get a good session in. So we've got pulls today, which means stiff leg deadlifts, and in terms of the macros for that meal, 85 carbohydrates, 40 or 43 grams of protein, and 20 grams of fat. So a little bit higher fat to try and just generally increase the calorie content of that meal to slow digestion, keep me fuller during my sessions because I am super hungry still. But yeah, gonna eat this and then go to the gym.
Here we are. Oh my god, Siri's doing my absolute head in, as per usual. Like, imagine, fuck off, Siri. Thank you. Right, as you can tell, I got a bit angry then. Right, so, the roads are an absolute madness at the moment. Don't go out, Christmas is soon and it's just absolute chaos. So, I'm outside the gym now. I have put on the cards, so I've changed my split around a little bit so I don't have to train on Christmas Day. As much as I'd want to, I want to spend that with family. Do I? Yeah, I do. That's the right thing to say, is that I do want to spend it with family. So I've got stiff leg deadlifts today, and the rest of my pull session. Looking forward to that. You'll see some clips now. But yeah, and then it'll be ready for meal 2. that was just generally a shit session. That's the first shit session since prep, really. Aside from kind of general like poor sessions because of prep, that was the first one where I was like livid. Like I've waited all day for that. Deadlifts felt off, but nonetheless got it done. Rest of the session was okay, but the actual kind of, why is it so bright? But the actual deadlifts themselves were crap. But yeah, no worries. Back now for post-workout meal, which is pretty much exactly the same as my first meal. So let's go. One calorie, one calorie, one calorie. Right, here we are for meal 2, which seems like, oh my gosh, you're so far away. Which seems like ages ago that I ate meal 1, and that is because it was a long time ago. But as you would have seen, I've got 100 grams of 5% mince. I've got green beans with that as well. I don't track my veggies, so fight me. And then I have a big bowl of oats again, so it's 150 grams of oats, 100 grams of frozen raspberries, a little bit of almond milk in there, and 10 grams of whey isolate. So post-workout, I'm trying to get like a good amino acid profile from my protein sources, trying to get ones that are bioavailable to the body, some that are fast digesting and some that will potentially take a little bit longer to digest. Beef has got a really good like amino acid profile, an essential amino acid profile. So that's why I choose that post-workout. I'll eat this, then in about an hour and a half, 2 hours, I'll eat another meal. Yeah, and now it's just eating all day basically. So I'm gonna eat this because I'm starving. Of course, on the oats, you can't not have cinnamon. The goat, apparently this can cause Alzheimer's. So if I lose the plot, even more than usual, you know why. And for those of you who actually care, apparently according to MyFitnessPal, that comes in at 685 calories. So not actually that many calories, but like I said, I like to have a decent feed in the evening. And as you will see, I do have a big yogurt meal before bed, which has a lot of calories, so I do pretty much dispense, it's not a word, spread my calories out across the day. So in terms of macronutrients, it's around 50 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat from the oats and the mince, so no real additional fat, just trace fats, and then 85 carb again. So 2 meals of 85 carb, easy. They fill me up because I'm still so hungry. But yeah, check back in a bit. I'm just going to do some more work. Oh, that is a red eye. I've got pink eyes, like someone farted on my pillow. Right then, so back for meal 3. Like I said, it's more just a snack, this meal, and then I have a bigger dinner. So I've had around like half a packet of sugar snap peas, don't track that, 120 grams of chicken and 20 grams of almond butter to hit some fat. So basically it's just a protein fat meal. Veggies are high. I try and rotate through different nut butters throughout the day, so I'm getting like a diverse range of fats from my fat sources, because obviously I had the dark chocolate this morning, almond butter now, I'll have olive oil with my dinner, and then I'll have a different nut butter in the evening, along with some yogurt, so that will kind of tie me over and give me a good kind of diverse range of fats, because a lot of people just kind of eat the same fats all the time. So I'm gonna eat this, and then I am making mince pies. I know, very festive of me, however, got to get in the Christmas spirit somehow. Hate, double hate, loathe entirely. Name the film in the comments.
So, I'm not actually eating these, however, I did make them. So these will be going and getting demolished on Christmas Day. Jam tarts, mince pies. Shh. These I will be eating tonight, so these are just Brussels sprouts and mushrooms. I do not put them in at the same time as my potatoes because these don't take as long. So I put them in at about 20 minutes to go and they come out perfect, whereas the potatoes need a little bit longer.
So with that meal, I will just have some chicken breast that I've already prepped. So that'll be again another 130 grams, and I'll put around 5 grams of olive oil on that meal. And it's quite a big meal, you know. I've got veggies, I've got different micronutrients coming from different sources, got root vegetables which do fill me up, and then we know that in terms of satiety, potato is probably the food with the highest satiety index, so we know that it will fill me up for longer considering I'm still hungry. So this is kind of the top up, well, apart from my last meal, this is a decent serving of carbohydrates, moderate fat, and a good serving of protein, bioavailable protein, and this is more like my micro heavy meal. I enjoy this quite a lot, and again I rotate through what vegetables I have with it. I would normally stick with the kind of potato base for my carbohydrates, but then I'll be having kind of green beans, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, carrots, stuff like that. I try and eat seasonally, so I'm not eating as much asparagus at the moment because obviously that comes from like Kenya, and ain't nobody got time to be flying like asparagus from Kenya, because you've got to think about Greta Thunberg and what she's trying to do for the planet. I got your back. But yeah, I'm gonna cook this in a bit. Probably won't film me eating it because I'll be eating it with my family because it's like the 22nd of December at the moment, so we're all together. But yeah, you can trust me that I did eat it. You probably won't trust me though because it's YouTube and YouTube trolls are great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and then I'll check back in for my last meal of the day, which is my favourite meal of the day. I made it during prep, and now I have more calories. I just make it unbelievable. As you can tell, I'm quite excited, but yeah. Is my favourite meal of the day. Not gonna lie, it's absolutely beautiful. It hits all of my bases in terms of macros, fats, fibre. It's perfect. Good serving of protein before bed as well. This is my last meal of the day. I'm just going to look at my phone to work out what the calories and macros are. I should know this off by heart. So, according to MyFitnessPal, this comes in at 25 grams of fat. Those coming from different variations of nut butter, so I have almond butter and peanut butter on there. I also have golden linseeds that have been toasted alongside my pumpkin seeds that I also kind of toast as well. We come at 70 grams of carbohydrates, so most of that's coming from fruit, so there's 400 grams of fruit in this meal. And then there is some cereal as well, just some fibre-based cereal to try and keep my fibre nice and high to help my digestion. And then we have a big serving of protein from the yogurt, around 40 to 50 grams from the yogurt, and then there is trace proteins from the cereal and some from the nut butters as well, and the seeds. So that's the full day of eating. I'm going to do a little outro and recap tomorrow when it's sunlight, because it's dark out there and no one likes it. So check for you tomorrow. Right then, so that puts an end to the full day of eating, and with these full days of eating, they kind of get a little bit mundane because I can only really do them when things drastically change, and realistically things don't drastically change in my diet. The only things that really change are the kind of my fat sources and my vegetables. I'm not one of these kind of people that does if it fits your macros, that fits in like a jam donut here and there. Like, that's just not how I roll, and that's not how I approach things. If I want a jam donut, I'll eat one, but I won't kind of fit it in to make viewing more what's the word, aesthetic, and to get more views. So in terms of my total calories, it was somewhere around 3,100, probably more, based on the fact that I'm not tracking vegetables. I'm probably having about 250 calories of vegetables a day, maybe even more. So now, like from this period, I'm gonna put up some pictures of me today that were taken in the gym following a session. I'm sitting around 95 kilograms-ish coming into Christmas. So I'm looking to hold this composition, potentially put on a little bit of weight over Christmas, use the Christmas food for my advantage. And then I will be progressing calories into the new year. However, I'm not just going to use up the runway that I've created since prep. People get way too fat way too quick during an off season, and then they just end up having to mini cut because biofeedback goes into the red, and realistically that just proves that you've fucked it up. So what you need to be thinking about is being very meticulous with it. And hasn't been like a very slow reverse diet, but it has been a reverse diet that has been managed perfectly in my sense, considering all of my health issues to do with like IBS, my mental health and stuff like that. So again, this is just my calorie intake. This doesn't mean it's exactly right, but just take influence from it. And in terms of how we structure the food, just make sure you are getting enough micronutrition. Like, too many bodybuilders neglect their micronutrition and just end up feeling and looking like shit. Of course, a calorie is a calorie, a macro is a macro, but I do think there is merit in getting high quality foods and high quality micronutrients within your diet. As you can see, like, I definitely do get enough micronutrition. If anything, I get too much, probably pissing it down the toilet. But other than that, you can check some of my other videos here. I'm going to put them in. If you are new around here, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, it would be greatly appreciated if you could give it a like, because it does help the channel grow. But if you have any ideas of any content you want to see, let me know in the comments. I'm trying to keep this video shorter because all of my other videos are just me talking about information-based stuff. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope everyone has a good Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year.